Hey everyone, this is Kibastic. Guys, today I have a classic puzzle on my desk. A timeless classic, yet so complex and so beautiful. Just take a look. Wooden rope puzzle. It is called the Eye of a Needle. And we all know that even threading a needle is a big problem. But the task of this puzzle, as you can see, is to remove the ring. And apparently, like judging by every puzzle that appears on my table, at first glance this is impossible to do. Because just look at how confusing it is. The ring is here. The rope goes through just like this. What is that? There are some strange wooden glasses. From below, through the ring, then through another ring. We have a loop here, and it turns out that there are at least 1, 2, 3, 4 tangles here, and it is natural that our ring will not fit into any of them. We'll have to make some manipulations with the rope. It will not be easy, but I assure you, it will be really interesting, so please like the video and let's solve this puzzle together. Let's go. Naturally, I'll take my phone and press start. And by the way, you can write how long you think it will take me to cope with this puzzle. By the way, some of you guess in the comments frequently, but let's be honest, do not rewind, watch the video to the end to see the real result. I click on start, go. Needle eye. Look, there's a pretty long piece of rope here. It means that we must use its length. Perhaps we should shorten this piece to see where else we can increase the length. We can increase the length of the rope right here between these two rings. We can increase it here and here in order to do some manipulations. By the way, no one prohibits us from threading the entire platform through this rope. Will it work or not? Not so good yet? Okay, not now I think, but we will come to this point. And the last place where we can increase this rope is its very edge. There is a huge loop here, which nevertheless clings to this crossbar. And it's not really clear what we should do with it. Let's try to remove it somehow. Look, it turns out that in order for us to lead the rope through this crossbar, yeah? We need to lead this rope through the entire construction, but we can't do it here, so through this construction. And also through the rope itself, but it's impossible. Okay, let's try. So I'll just try to go in the opposite direction with the rope. I passed through the same ring that was in the beginning. Now I will thread it back into the same ring. And into this ring. Now my rope has folded in half. What will happen if at this stage I'll try to pass through this? Nothing has changed. Okay, got that, let's remove it. It was a nice try though, but we didn't succeed. Meanwhile, 3 minutes have already passed. Be sure to write in the comments your guesses on how to solve this puzzle, because I still don't see any normal solution that will help me here. But I'm sure that my experience in solving puzzles will help me to solve this classic rope thing too. So what else can we do? If we cannot thread the ring here, then we will not solve this puzzle either. It looks really difficult, for real. Well, it is not clear how. How to remove this ring? Do you know what else seems weird to me? The fact that the rope is divided into two and the ring is not fastened with an ordinary loop, but as if two loops pass through it. Here, see? One and the second. Here they are. Does this mean that I need to work with each one in turn, or with two at the same time? This is a good question. In fact, this can be considered, this wall structure, as an ordinary loop which simply passes through several rings instead of one. So we need to think easier. After all, a simple loop is easy to untie. Well, we definitely need to work with this edge, but how, where and how, this is not clear yet. As an option, we can try to put it everywhere, but I'm not sure that it will help, and I want to think and understand how this can be done. So, what do we have? Basically nothing. In fact, logically, if we release this rope, then we will also release the ring. But the rope will not be released physically, which means you need to look for some complex weaves. So, one more time, we go through all the loops that are here. So here is a ring, here is the one edge of the rope, this is the second. So we enter here, we exit back. Did you understand? Check it out. To put this rope through this column, we can simply throw it on top, thrust it here, throw it over a ball and stick it out. And so the loop just goes through. Have you seen it? Have you seen this great solution? Listen, classic puzzles are really difficult in their special way. And if you prefer interesting cubes, then one of my next videos is for you. Lego Rubik's Cube. Sounds cool? Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. So, now we will get back a bit and see what we have so far. This part moved. It's already here. Now the task is to push the loop through this column, but here it won't be that easy. It will be pretty difficult, yeah. We can't even, as I understand it, return this whole thing back, right? And what if we move it through the entire structure? Nope, it doesn't work, now it's clear. We need to somehow look for a way out of this situation. Let's try to check it out. Look, I passed the loop through another ring. Here it is. It won't work. If we have the last loop, this one, closed within this square, then in any case it can hang either on this crossbar or on this one from which we have just removed it, or even on a rope. Now I have moved it to the rope. Now this rope itself acts as a crossbar to which the loop clings. We can try to work with this somehow. How, it is not clear yet, but we will do our best. Let's lower it back. We put it down here and we bring it inside out. Oh, the nodes are too big. I think it makes no sense to do it. And now I have a loop somehow tangled like this. I'm doing something wrong. What exactly, it's not clear yet, but something is clearly wrong. What if I try to split this loop into two and just stick the other end of it into this thing? I can try to circle it all around and then run it back again. Back and... will something work out? Will it work? Theoretically, it should work now. Did I succeed or not? Yes! Look, the rope is no longer intertwined through this column. It is only intertwined over the last one, which we already know how to work with. Well. Over the ball and back down. And now this loop is even more loose. Did it work or not? God! We came to the same thing as it was at the beginning. What a fail! I was so happy, it gave me such hope, come on! This is so mean of you, Mr. Puzzle! So mean. Well, only 16 minutes of my life were wasted. I really feel the need for your support. Like it right now, guys. It's easy to do, it literally takes 1 second, and I will be really happy. Really, rate the video with like and comment. If you like solving puzzles, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. There are not only puzzles, but also lots of different cool videos. You can watch them after watching this one. Now tell me, what should I do with this rope? I really don't get it. The tactic with the rings is a really cool one. Put it there, took it out, put it there, took it out. This is the only working mechanism that changes at least something in this puzzle. And in fact, this is the only way to achieve the correct result. Look, it seems to me that I'm so close to the solution now. I want to pass the rope through the wall structure, but this column again doesn't allow me to do it. So now I need to put the loop on the column in a different way. We already know how to do this, so the same procedure. Done. Damn, it has intertwined, but why? I didn't want you to intertwine. Why is this happening? Now there's a loop, you need to do something with it again. So how can we align it? Okay. My task is to tie this loop around this column. So how am I going to do that? I can do it like this. And back. Come on, here it is! This means only one thing, that we can continue to pass the rope through the entire structure. And now you need to think about how to bring it out here. And this place it is not possible because it will be intertwining with this rope here. Then we need to find a way to pass through this rope. We can pass through this rope through the circle again. What if I do it here? Now our loop is on this rope. You can move it a bit up and do one more circle. But I'm afraid that the length of the rope will not be enough for me. Still, it seems to me that I'm getting closer to the correct solution. Let's try. Okay, let's still try to do this risky thing. Let's pass the rope over here. Here it is, our loop. We have a complete chaos below. And in fact, I need to thread it through this again. I'm completely confused. I just need to understand what happened. Ah, I did everything right! It worked! Why does the right decision come in the most confusing way, guys? Puzzle solved 22 minutes and 50 seconds. The ring is in my hand and it was taken out from the main platform. Just take a look. How difficult it was. Remember all the stages that we went through, and as a result, it turned out that we needed to let the rope go through an absolutely full path. Use one of any obstacles and pull it back, in case there is no possibility to pass the ring through the rope. And it worked! You can see that ordinary logical thinking can lead us to a solution even in the most difficult puzzles. Damn, I love it! Guys, if you liked the solution to this puzzle, then be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So guys, solve puzzles and pump up your brains. See you soon in the next video, which you can see right after this one. It is either here or right on my channel, choose any video. They are all waiting for you, there are already more than 100 of them. Videos are coming out twice a week every Tuesday and Friday. thank you all for watching, that was Cubastic, bye everyone and have a good time. Pow!